Why are these book boyfriends setting the bar way too high?
Because they're fictional and emotionally available.
We're two Latina besties chismeando over the latest romance read on Book Size Matters podcast.
Talking drama, tropes, and all the juicy stuff in between.
Whether you're a romance junkie or just want the tea without flipping a page, we read it so you don't have to.
This is Book Size Matters, hosted by Edith Martinez and Angel Robles.
Available wherever you listen to podcasts. Big books, bigger opinions.
This podcast is supported by The Real Real. You know what I love most about the holidays? Giving gifts. But not just any gifts. Real gifts. Thoughtful gifts. Oh my God, how did you know gifts? That's why I love gift shopping with The Real Real. The Real Real is the most trusted name in authenticated luxury resale. And it's a holiday shopping secret I'm going to let you in on. Whether it's a surprisingly affordable, pristine condition bag for your BFF, a vintage find that's cool enough for the Gen Zer in your life, or even something your impossible to shop for dad will love. Get used to saying, I found it on The Real Real. Seriously, with over 10,000 new arrivals dropping every day from brands like Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany & Co., and Cartier, there's guaranteed to be something for everyone on your list. Oh, and did I mention that everything's up to 90% off retail? Get $25 off your first purchase at TheRealReal.com. That's TheRealReal.com to get your $25 off. TheRealReal.com.
You got mail.
Hi, I'm Elise Morales.
And I'm Millie Tamaris.
And this is
Go Touch Grass,
the podcast where we log in
so you can log off.
Millie and I are two chronically online comedians, and on this pod, we break down the week in internet discourse, viral memes, TikTok trends, and niche influencer drama so that you can go do literally anything else with your time.
Anything else. And if you like what you hear today and want to hear more, we got to Go Touch Grass Patreon with tons more content weekly, access to our Discord community, and our spin-off series, Search History, where we go back and break down a viral discourse from the past. This week's not about a discourse from the past. I'm going to go ahead and predict that this is about discourse in the future. This was about vertical dramas.
Yes.
And it was so crazy. We had our friend Alexis on, and
he's acted in how many vertical
30
dramas?
vertical dramas. It's taking over like the LA film industry. Just think about how big the film industry is globally in China, and just know that 70% of China's fucking movie industry is vertical dramas right now. So I predict that that shit will be big in the future.
Yes.
We had a really fun time. That episode will be out on, it's on Patreon now. You can listen to it because it might come out like in a few weeks.
It might come out in the free feed in a couple of weeks with all these holidays coming up, but you can listen to it now on our Patreon.
Yes.
Also, speaking of our Patreon, we have a book club where we are currently reading The Bewitching by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. It's also available on Spotify for you guys to listen to. It's a great book. She's a really fun author. She does kind of like gothic horror, but also like infused with like Latin magical realism.
Really liking it.
She's really great, and we're loving the book.
I'm really liking the book. I'm like, and the way she talks about like the spoiled rich kids of Cape Cod, I'm just like, oh my God, so good.
Yes.
Don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating and review. We love your reviews and we need more of them. But really, the best review you can do is to tell your friends about our podcast, tag us in a little story, repost it. You know we're online. Just a reminder, my name is spelled Milly. Elise is spelled Alise.
Yes.
No IE with Millie. Elise is not. There's only one E in Elise.
There's only
Guys,
one.
please.
And there's an S, no C. The proud tradition of the nicest reviews we get spelling our names wrong has continued.
Yeah.
It's continued. All of our mean reviews spell our names first and last 100% correct.
Mean review, they somehow have my social security number. But a nice review that's like the sweetest thing I ever read, always misspelled.
Always misspelled. So, it is on the cover art for the podcast.
Yeah.
The information is available to you.
Yes.
It's Milly and Alise. But is hearing our voices not enough? Do you want to see our beautiful faces as well? Then you can check us out on YouTube, where we have full video episodes every Saturday with extra moments you didn't get in the audio. And don't forget to check out our website, gotouchgrasspodcast.com, for all things Grass Nation.
Okay, guys, we got our housekeeping out of the way. And we're so excited because today on the pod, we have a hilarious stand-up writer, content creator, non-derogatory.
Non-derogatory.
And actress. You may have seen her from the Netflix's A Joke Festival, and she's host of the Mora y Soñando show. Everyone give it up for Glorelys Mora!
Yay! Everyone being us.
Everyone.
Three.
I'm giving it up. I'm giving it up.
That was so professional.
Thank you.
I know y'all bitches got a Google Doc.
Oh,
Girl,
my God.
We have a Google Doc.
This show runs on Google Docs.
I love it.
Runs on Google Docs.
Google Docs, Google Slides.
Google Slides.
Spreadsheets.
Those are my love languages.
Spreadsheets. Yeah. Well, Elise, you have a question.
I do. Okay. Glow. Something that I love about your online presence is that it is very vulnerable and goofy.
So vulnerable.
Like the bit that you do where you are Rihanna.
I am. What do you mean bit?
I'm sorry. So, speaking of, so this is Rihanna, by the way. Okay. The voice you're hearing, this is Rihanna. Can you tell me what it is about Dominican women like you and Millie and Cardi B that makes you such incredible content creators? Millie did write this question.
Did you write? I don't even consider myself a good content creator.
Well, I love your content.
Yeah, your content's really fun and good and weird.
I feel like I don't even know. I just be posting whatever comes to mind. But wait, I forgot the question already.
What is it about Dominican women that makes you so engaging to behold?
I think that we just say what's on our minds, and we don't. I think this is it.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about what you think about me.
I feel like you do have a very like unfiltered sensibility online. You're like joking and having fun and doing things, and then you're also like, I saw something stupid today and it pissed me off, and this is what it is, and I like
exactly.
That.
You know, I think I'm doing the internet wrong. Like, I'm not taking it seriously. So like when people see what I post, they're like, oh my God, like, are you okay? I'm like, guys, like, this is like my brain dump. Like, this is not, like, some people exist online. Does that make, like, they're like, everything is like, this is my real life. I'm like, no, like, this is my mood today, but tomorrow's a new mood. Like, so like they get worried about me. Like sometimes when I post, like, I do this thing where I'm like, hey, I'm not available this whole week. And my mom is like, you shouldn't put that because you're never going to get gigs. I'm like, girl, you don't even know my persona. You don't even know me. So it's like, I'm just like, dumping shit on there.
So your mom has critiques.
My mom she's a Virgo. Are you a Virgo?
My mom is.
I'm a Taurus.
Because I want to make sure I wasn't talking no Virgos.
My mom is a Virgo too.
It's hard.
And she has critiques about my social media. She says that I use too many bad words. And she muted me. She blocked me one time on Facebook.
I believe that.
And muted me. And she said, you have too many bad words. And you may think bad words are cool. But they're not.
But they are.
Yeah,
like, you gotta get shit off your chest.
I know. Guys, I know. I've had the conflict with my mom, but her feedback is that too many bad words on my social media.
My mom loves my social. She comments beautiful, gorgeous on everything.
Her mom is great. Her mom is great.
I know you was a good girl growing up. I could tell.
I don't think she was a good girl growing up. I think her mom is cool.
My mom is just, her relationship with the internet is very interesting.
What is your mom doing online?
So my mom, what is my mom doing online? That's such a great question.
Hilarious.
She's beefing with John Cusack.
She'll beef with people online. She did get into a fight with John Cusack once.
I don't even know who that is. I don't know any.
You know John Cusack? He's like an actor that's like in his 50s or 60s now, but he used to be real hot in the 90s and 80s.
Yeah, if you've ever seen that meme of the guy holding the boombox up like outside a girl's window, that's him.
Yeah, I haven't seen any movie either. I'm behind on pop culture, so any white person you bring up today, I might not know them.
Okay, that's
unless
fair.
It's Hillary Duff.
I will say the joke.
only white person you know
That's
is
the only girl I know. Hillary
what about
Duff.
the guy recording our thing? You don't know him?
I love him too, Maxim. Oh my God.
So only white people you know is Hillary Duff and Maxim.
Like, that I remember their face.
That's fair. That's fair.
The girl from Parent Trap, the stepmom. She's in Dancing with the Stars, Elaine.
You know her. You know her.
Yeah.
You know her.
She left
Hillary Duff and Maxim.
Yeah.
Those are the only white people you know. You gotta respect it.
No, I do respect it. And John Cusack is deep white culture.
I think he's pretty hot. I would absolutely smash him.
Yeah.
But you dabble.
But I dabble in white culture. I did do improv. So, sue me. I did do improv. I like indie music. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm not going to act like.
If you show me a picture, I probably know him. But
you probably would.
It's okay.
You probably would.
Listen. If you ask a random white person how many Dominican people they know, won't even. Some of them might not even know Cardi B's Dominican.
That's
so
true.
you know what?
So we're even.
We're even.
I don't know you. You don't know
how
me.
Many white people? How many Dominican people you know, Max? Okay, Glow. Second question. So you're from New York, but you just spent the last few years in Los Angeles. I have kind of two questions because you hosted Mora y Soñando in the East Coast and you hosted it in the West Coast. So I would love to hear, like, you talk a little bit about Mora y Soñando. What is it? What does it translate to? And then also, like, any observations that you had about LA Latino culture versus New York Latino culture and what it was like to produce something on both coasts.
So Mora y Soñando is this show that I have with my best friend, both Dominican American girls from New York. She's from the Bronx. I'm from Washington Heights. So we kind of like came together and created this show where we celebrate New York culture and Dominican culture. Because at the time when we started stand-up, Emily, I feel like you were there before I was in stand-up.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
We were here. I was out here.
But we didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other, but I feel like your stuff is very much like you're bringing like comedy and that scene to Uptown, to Bronx and stuff like that. So, and you have a connection.
But I will want to say, I feel like in my Dominicanness, I feel like Dominicanness is a spectrum.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm definitely a lot more closer to your Dominicanness. Than like Casa Los Foque Dominicanness.
See, I don't even know what Casa Los Foque is.
Okay, exactly.
Is that like that big Dominican podcast?
It's this new like reality Big Brother thing.
Oh, yeah. But in Dominican Republic?
Yeah. And
that's pretty fun. I want to watch it.
Yeah, the first season was amazing. The second season is too many people. My brain started going like this. I was like, I'm going to just wait till they get eliminated.
Yeah.
But, so we'll talk about that a little later.
Second, yeah.
But it's just a show that we do to celebrate the culture. I mean, when I first started comedy, I felt like I had to come downtown all the time or to Brooklyn. And so I'm like, we should, like, it's mad funny people uptown.
So how was it in LA though? Like,
it was
Latino
sold out
culture
too.
in New York?
I think people were so intrigued by it. I feel like in LA you have to do a lot of education because like the predominant Latino culture is Mexican American.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of education of like it's the same battle I have in corporate America, the same battle in Latino America. Like, hey, don't forget there are other people too. Yeah. So I feel like it was that, and I just felt like it was really important. Sasha, and I think that's really what connected us, this mission of like, we're never going to have opportunities if people don't have education around it's not only just Dominican, Caribbean, Latino, South American experiences. Like, and it's kind of like what Bad Bunny's doing. So I feel like we're on the same route.
You guys are basically Bad Bunny.
We're Bad Bunny.
So you're doing the Super Bowl.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm going to be back in California, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
It's hard to be Rihanna and Bad Bunny at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
you're every woman and man.
Oh, I burped. Oh, my God.
Keep it in.
Oh, my God. No, I'm completely raw. But yeah, it's been an experience. And it's the thing my mom is the most proud of.
Oh,
yeah. But, the show's been amazing. It's just been a little hard sometimes. I feel like my comedy is very, like, Lizzie McGuire suck my dick, and it's
I don't know.
A classic vibe. The Lizzie McGuire suck my dick vibe. Absolutely.
Does Lizzie McGuire sucking your dick? Are you talking about Lizzie McGuire and sucking?
It's just like.
Do you want to explain how those two things connect?
Because I when I went to Scotland last year, I found out there was a
You
white
went to Fringe.
I went to Edinburgh.
Fringe.
People, I'm established, but not all the way. Don't put pressure on me. I found out there's a white woman inside of me. Her name is Lizzie McGuire.
Okay.
Wow. Like that's where that comes from.
And that's very Scottish too.
Yeah,
McGuire.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly, Scotland was like the Dominican Republic. It was just cold.
Okay.
It was the same.
In what way was Scotland like Dominican
Republic?
Republic?
It's an island.
Okay.
A lot of fried food.
Okay.
A lot of community.
Okay.
A lot of community. It's own culture. Like it was the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I buy it.
But I want to make sure I answer the question because I'm a Gemini. So I answered the question. It's just hard. It's been hard doing the show.
The answer is you're Lizzie McGuire.
Suck my dick. And
three white people, and it's hard.
It's hard.
I mean, that's it. That's really it. I mean, we got to know you. Yeah.
But the show has been doing really well. We're in the New York Comedy Festival.
Yeah, awesome. Congratulations.
And thank you. And it's been really nice to just see my friends grow and have this space for us. Obviously, like, it's only two of us, but I would love to just keep doing like annually and like doing a whole festival and stuff. But it just takes time to build things.
Yeah, yes.
And I don't think people understand how much. Like, it's been 5 years.
Put a pin on taking time to build things. Okay. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, and this is a conversation Millie and I have every single day.
Every single day.
I just want to rhyme already.
Yeah.
Also, I'm mad gassy today. I might burp again. I'm sorry.
Listen. Go off. I'm always burping. I'm always farting. Okay, fine, dog. You're human.
We're human. We're women.
We're women.
Real.
We know only white people. I know more than 3 white people.
No, I'm sure I know other people, but I just can't think like Phil Collins and Celine Dion.
These are great. These are great.
Maxim, Lizzie McGuire, Phil Collins, Celine Dion.
By the time of the end of the episode, I'm gonna name 20 white people.
Oh, yo, and you know what?
Yeah.
Growth progress, goals, attainable, and that's why she has the success she has.
Exactly.
Because she's keeping it realistic, but honest and vulnerable.
Yeah, and growing every second.
Okay,
speaking of things that are growing, developing, evolving, we have some software updates today. So this is us updating on stories that we've talked about in past episodes and just letting the listeners know where things stand. So our first software update is from an episode we did just 2 weeks ago with Steven Zakari. And we talked about a teacher on TikTok who had her Hello Kitty Funko Pop stolen by one of her students.
Funko Pop? Okay.
Yeah, it's like
a doll.
It's like a little doll, a little plastic doll. So
they're collectible and they can be up to like $200.
And somebody stole it.
Someone stole it from her.
Students.
Why the fuck would you bring that to school? I would take that shit too.
Whoa!
Okay.
Wow!
We're
Okay!
talking- This is
Wow!
this is the division of the internet, because some people are like, those kids can't be stealing from their teacher at school, and some people are like, why the fuck she bring it to school?
She has a whole Hello Kitty
she was
thing
showing
going.
off. The fuck is wrong
A
with her?
student gave it to her. It was like a gift.
It was a gift.
Yeah.
It was a gift from a student. She had it on her desk. She had a sub. Someone stole it.
It was a substitute teacher.
So this was the thing that we addressed, but she feels very strongly that it wasn't the substitute teacher. Either way, she posted an update on October 20th. She said this was the final update. She has since posted more. But the Funko Pop has not been returned.
Wow.
Okay. She said
been like a month of this.
Yeah. She said the situation is now in the hands of the school. She's washed her hands of it. She says she does not know who stole the Funko Pop. Though, as she was posting, like, we think she has some ideas, but she's not sure.
She's not going to say the kid's name. It's like a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah. Funko, the company, did send her a replacement. So she now has a new version of the doll. And she went as a Funko Pop for Halloween, and her students helped her create the costume.
Wow.
This is going way too far.
You don't even know.
She's gone very far.
This was like multiple videos. We talked about this.
This on TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't not on my algorithm, and I'm there all the time.
I know, but that's the whole point of TikTok. The whole point of this podcast is that there's so many random corners and there's so many arguments happening at once.
I would have been in the argument
that you can't even. You know what? You're gonna have to go back and listen to this episode because this shit went deep. The police were involved.
The police. She called the police report. She filed a police report. Hello, this is the podcast. It's just crazy shit like this.
But the point is, she has a new Funko Pop. It's not the original Funko Pop, and then she dressed as a Hello Kitty Funko Pop for Halloween.
Okay.
Wow. So she's making fun. Like she's keeping light with it. She made her content for it.
She made her content. She's back now, I think, to posting what I eat in a day as a teacher who lost 60 pounds. Yeah.
She posts that
I don't
every
like
day.
her personality at all.
I know.
I don't know who this lady is, but get her off my algorithm immediately.
That's why she wasn't on the algorithm.
No,
that's why you don't know about
TikTok
her.
knew.
They told me better than to put that on my algorithm.
TikTok
Take
knew
that off. Talking
that
about
it wasn't you.
What I eat. What's she eating?
What's she eating? Well, what's she eating as a teacher who lost 60 pounds?
Yeah.
What she eats in a day as a teacher who lost 60 pounds? I feel like it's yogurt. Like she's just.
I think yogurt is involved. I'll be honest, I wasn't watching this.
Okay.
I was skipping through. I was looking for the Hello Kitty Funko Pop content. I was skipping through what I eat in a day as a teacher who lost 60 pounds.
I'm done.
Okay, second software update. This is an update from our episode, almost a year ago now.
A year ago.
Wow.
With Josh Laura, aka Tell the Bees, another Dominican.
I didn't even know him.
He's great. He's great.
Okay,
He's a friend of the pod.
Saw him this weekend. Saw him this weekend.
I want to be. Put me in the group chat.
So we have an update about the relationship between Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. Is this a story that you've followed?
A little bit,
Okay.
yes. This is one other white person. Two white people.
Okay, these are two white people.
Now
You know.
I'm on number
20.
7. I'm
Yeah,
at
you're on 7.
Well, it
including
depends
Max.
on which Ariana as to whether or not she's
Yeah,
white. 'Cause
yeah.
we have a couple of-
She was white when she was dating Ethan Slater.
Yes, she's white when she's dating Ethan
That's 2
Slater.
extra points, baby.
That's
Yeah.
true.
She was right when she was dating.
That's true.
Ethan Slater,
That's
for
true.
sure.
So, rumor has it that they have broken up.
That
They
shit also
are
pissed me off.
split. So this rumor comes from the fact that Ethan did not attend the VMAs with Ariana. Ariana won Video of the Year. Her whole family was there. She has a long history of always bringing her boyfriends, partners, whatever to the VMAs. Suddenly, Ethan was not there. And now when asked about each other on the red carpet and stuff, they talk about each other in this kind of weird, a little bit of a distant way. So the Daily Mail wrote about this.
Oh, so you know that shit is true.
Yeah.
Insider in the Daily Mail.
Not the Daily
Look.
So according to an insider in the Daily Mail,
Ariana Grande.
Ariana being like, hey, I'm single, by the way. Ariana and Ethan have been on and off for most of the year. He chose not to attend the MTV VMAs with her because they had an argument just days before, but they made up soon after. They've both been running hot and cold with each other. So famously, for anyone who doesn't remember, Ethan Slater left his high school sweetheart / wife.
That was pregnant.
She just had a baby.
Birth.
Yeah,
newborn.
Like a newborn baby. Like
Freshly postpartum.
Yeah, I know this white gossip.
This was cataclysmic white gossip that permeates the culture. They got together on the set of Wicked. If you listen to Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater's camps, they try to say that there wasn't overlap.
There was overlap.
Yeah, we went into it in our episode with Josh, but if you're looking at timestamps, at the very least, something inappropriate was
there
going on.
There was at least an emotional affair, if not a physical one.
Yeah.
But I predicted that they were going to get engaged before Wicked 2. So we're bringing it up as a software update to take accountability and say, like, you know what? I was off.
But here's the thing. No one has said one way or another what's together. There are still people who are like, actually, they're in love and they are going to get engaged.
The Daily Mail. When has the Daily Mail been wrong?
A lot.
I think
they're constantly bullying.
I think
people.
both incorrect and morally
you're
wrong.
Right.
They've been wrong a lot.
Right. Take that off.
No, we're not going to take that off.
You know what?
The one white person, the white person number 3 is not going to remove that.
I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where it's like the source might be a little bit.
I think that they are definitely broken up. But what a lot of people are saying is that they're broken up, but they're not saying anything because it's Wicked 2 is about to come out.
You know what I noticed?
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of publicity for Wicked 2. The way they did it for
It
round
wasn't
one.
the same as Wicked 1.
This is the publicity.
I think that they are like trying to keep the breakup under wraps until after the publicity is done. Because personally, but what I was thinking is like, if this wasn't true, the entire rumor would be squashed by her posting one Instagram story where you see like his hand.
I was gonna say it would always be a hand, like a random
exactly,
object,
like just like them holding hands, but you can't even really see him, but you can tell it's him. Like she could just post one tiny thing that would squash all of the rumors.
But wouldn't it be like better if it was like public that they broke up, and then now like the drama is like how they're interacting on the press?
No, because this is Universal. This is the franchise. They're trying to build this shit out at the studio.
Yeah, I think that you're right. I think you're both right in a sense where it's like, yes, that would drum up an enormous amount of publicity and everyone would be watching. But I think that the way Universal wants to position Wicked is that it is like this story of this like incredible friendship, that it's this awesome time on set. Everything was amazing. This love and light. Ari and Cynthia became best friends. They got matching 4 good tattoos. So I think that the entire Ariana and Ethan thing, they've never embraced it. Like they've never even really been that coupley on the press tour that much, because I think that they want the brand of the movie to be very wholesome,
and family
best
friendly,
friends,
make a roller coaster, Universal Studios, next year type shit.
I think that they feel like the intrigue of it is like not what they want to be associated with the movie. Even though I do think you're right that I would be watching every single press event immediately to be like, are they talking?
My only thing is that why break up that family, girl?
I know.
Well, she likes. I mean.
She wanted, she get it. That's what she said in the song.
She said, break up with your girlfriend and boy.
I just want to say, I don't rely on Daily Mail for my news. Sorry.
No, we don't.
You would know a lot more white people if you do got all your news from Daily Mail, because that's all they talk about.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So we have another bit of white nonsense to move on to. Oh. This is something we've covered in multiple episodes.
Yeah.
And we do just have to give what I hope is the final update, but actually probably won't be. A judge has officially dismissed Justin Baldoni's $400 million defamation and extortion countersuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So basically, famously, Blake Lively sued Justin Baldoni. There was then all the drama. There was the New York Times article. Justin Baldoni countersued her for $400 million, saying defamation and extortion. On Friday, a U.S. District Court judge basically threw that out because apparently Baldoni and his Wayfarer Studios just missed a deadline. Like, they failed to respond to something.
Oh, fuck.
The judge said he had contacted all parties in mid-October to warn them that he was entering a final judgment to conclude the case, and that Lively's the only one who responded. So I don't know if that was a choice on Justin Baldoni's part.
It had to be a
Yeah, it
choice.
sounds like a choice.
They're like, let's just let it go.
Yeah.
Baldoni's $250 million countersuit against Lively, a different suit that he did, because he's been, as we covered in that one episode, he's been filing the lawsuit.info.
Yeah.
He's been filing.
Yeah.
That was thrown out in June. But Lively's suit against Baldoni is still active, and that will be tried in March 2026. So, I mean, I do feel like when we first talked about this, we called it a suck-off between two
They both
sucky
suck,
people.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I think that she's winning the suck-off.
Like, that she sucks more than him?
No, that she's won every, as far as like all of his suits are being thrown out, I think public opinion is against him more than her.
I don't know. I feel like he can. The fact that they didn't answer is like, maybe they just want to put this behind them and like let it kind of fade out. And like, it might be like the long game to be like, yeah, we'll look like whatever, but now we can say we're moving on. And she's still holding on to this thing. And like, I don't think that people really look at her great, and like, she didn't like win. Like, people aren't excited to work with her, stuff like that. But like, I do think that people look badly at both of them, you know?
I don't know. For me, I'm like, for all of his stuff to either be thrown out, because one of them was thrown out
Yeah.
outright. The other one is just him not responding. And for him to have made such a big stink and put everything online, and then now he's like, actually, I don't need it. I'm kind of like, I think she is getting the upper hand of the two of them.
It's probably just too expensive. He's like,
I mean,
I'm
it's
out.
fucking
Yeah,
expensive.
Like $250 million or $400 million, like whatever, for a movie that, like, you know, whatever. And I just think that he's probably done. It's like expensive, all this stuff. And also, like, I just don't think that Blake Lively looks cool, like, doing any of that. Like, I feel like her reputation is ruined too. And so is his. And like, I think, you know,
I just want to know what's the truth.
I think the truth is that they both are annoying and they both suck, and he's kind of weird. I mean, listen to those episodes. Like, he did weird shit. Like, she did weird, annoying shit. She tried to flex on him. They both tried to use power. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a very intense situation, but I don't know. I
You're
do.
like
I
team-
get the. I mean, I'm not team.
Anybody,
I wouldn't
yeah.
say that I'm team anybody. I feel like in my observation, I feel like she has come out with the upper hand of the two of them, though neither of them come out super like looking great.
Sure, yeah. I mean, she's more well-connected. She has more money. But also, right, the things that she accused Justin of was, like, being creepy and sexual, which, you know, could happen. Like we talked about that, right? Like, the things that we heard proof of was, like, to me, he was, like, maybe being, like a weird actor guy. But the things that he accused and had proof of her being annoying, overstepping, trying to inch him out of the production side, trying to get the PGA nomination, all of that, like, to me, I'm like, she may have won the public opinion, but I don't really see directors or producers or people being excited to work with her.
We'll have to see, because I do feel like she also just has more of an ability to, like, she can produce her own movies and
She
all
can,
this
yeah,
stuff. I don't
exactly.
know that he has that same ability
Anymore?
Yeah,
Well,
I
we'll
don't know.
see.
I have the whole situation muted on my algorithm. I haven't heard
Yeah,
about them
I
in
know.
I
months.
never heard any of this.
I want them
know.
out of my algorithm. What
They're
is
not
the
in your
truth?
algorithm.
They're not. You're right.
They're not in your algorithm. You don't know.
I burnt out on those two so fast.
This
but
happened like 2 years ago,
know.
and
That's why I'm like,
yeah, no, it's like, it's constantly, there's different stuff. It's all crazy. And it's not going to go away because, yeah, the trial for like the original thing that sparked all of this is going to be in March. So it's definitely all going to come back, unfortunately.
no,
Make sure to mute. Make sure to mute all of your key phrases.
I just want to know what the truth was.
I think we're
gonna find
they
out.
all
I'm gonna find
suck.
out in
They're all
March.
whack.
It's a suck off.
It's a
a
suck
suck
off.
off.
They're all like competing to suck off. Speaking of suck off,
Yeah,
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
speaking of another suck off, we have one final software update.
when's the final software update? So on our Cardi, was it? I mean, we've talked so much about Nicki Minaj at this point.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what like the main episode where she had her beef with Cardi was with our Doug episode where she was tweeting at Cardi. We got the famous "You're 6. Okay.
Your son's favorite color is 5.
Your son's favorite color is 5, from Cardi B to Nicki Minaj. I will say that, right? My college roommate listens to this podcast. She's a Patreon subscriber. She's a fucking, we love her, Crystal. Crystal texts me and she says, I asked my daughter, and I think her daughter is like 4 now, maybe 3 or 4. She said, I asked my daughter what her favorite color was. And she said horse and cow. Oh, and I'm like, well, don't ever beef with Cardi B because she won't put that out on the internet.
Oh my God.
Horse and cow. But you're 4-year-old, whatever. But...
You know what? That's fashionable though, because cow print is actually really in for fall and winter 2025, 2026. Like, so she might just be on a different level.
She's on a different level than us. So anyway, okay, we inducted Nicki Minaj to the Grasshole Hall of Fame during our Doug Wyduck episode where we talked about her having to log off. You remember her and Cardi B went back and forth, and Cardi B said, like, one of the big disses that Cardi B said is, like, people are using your shitty husband lets you do whatever you want and get on drugs so that everyone can abuse your Amex card. So Nicki Minaj since then has alleged that multiple people made unauthorized charges on her American Express card, totaling nearly $25,000. Last month, she shared on Instagram that at least 3 different people had made charges in a 2-month span and claimed one of them had been doing it for years. She stated she filed a report with authorities and that the individuals would be going to jail. So Cardi B was right. She knew something about that. And Nicki Minaj then, like, confirmed it weeks later.
A mess.
So that's a mess.
That's how I feel with everything Cardi says is I'm like, I don't know if what you're saying is 100% true, but I know it's based on something
Daily
that
Mail.
is true.
Daily Mail.
It's
Daily Mail.
It's very Daily Mail. There's a kernel of truth.
That's a source that gave that Ariana tea.
Exactly. She knows about Ariana. The other software update is, it goes back to the President of the United States. Elisa's favorite president.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kidding. So Donald Trump.
I wrote him in for mayor. I wrote in Donald Trump for mayor.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
What do people actually do that?
That's a joke. Donald Trump Truth Socialed this post, right? He said, Christianity is facing an existential crisis in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I'm here by making Nigeria a, quote, country of particular concern, but that is the least of it. When Christians or any other group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide, something must be done. I'm asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. Countries is capitalized for some reason. We are ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. Signed, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States.
Can I point something out immediately? There's an M dash in this, which, like, I'm a user of the M dash, but Donald Trump is not. And I do wonder if he used ChatGPT in here, but also said, but write it in the style of Donald Trump, which is how we still get some of the weird capitalization. Because this is like we're using commas properly. There's no weird spacing.
Donald Trump don't even spell right. He spells covfefe.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot about that.
I think
you forget about
that he put this information into ChatGPT, but also told ChatGPT to write it in the style of Donald Trump, and that is how we got this message.
I know he just put so much unclassified information on ChatGPT.
I know. Yeah.
And
and they'd be selling it. Yeah.
Update the Constitution.
Yeah. He's putting defense information into chat, and he's like, chat, what should I do about Israel?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking dumbass. So I'm going to say, right, this is not an international relations podcast. Right?
No.
I cannot get you the details of what's actually going on in Nigeria. I just feel like everything Donald Trump says is a lie, and that he's so, like, self-concerned that I wouldn't put it past him for, like, one of his friends to not fuck with Muslim people in Nigeria and, like, want to do some retaliatory thing. The fact that, he has been, Donald Trump's administration has been indiscriminately killing fishermen all over South America, in Mexico, off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago, off the coast of Venezuela, because he says it's for drug or whatever. He's fucking weird. He's been killing those people. He just pardoned a money launderer for the Al-Qaeda. He's doing really fucked up shit. I don't think he gives a fuck about 3,000 Christians in Nigeria. No. But whatever, he's posting this, whatever. That's not the point. Donald Trump's always going to be posting some dumb shit. Why are we talking about this? Because Nicki Minaj posted this. She said, reading this made me feel a deep sense of gratitude. We live in a country where we can freely worship God. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion. We don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. Numerous countries all over the world are being affected by this horror, and it's dangerous to pretend we don't notice. Thank you to the president and his team for taking this seriously. God bless every persecuted Christian. Let's remember to lift them up in prayer. She's gone the Kanye route, guys.
Yeah.
She is not okay.
She also used ChatGPT.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit like maybe she used ChatGPT as well.
So the chat bots are
they know all our business.
They know all our business.
They know everybody's business.
This
is a mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting to me that she would ride so hard for the president who oversaw the creation of the vaccine that blew up her cousin's balls that one time.
But she blames that on she blames that on Democrats and Biden administration and all that. And she feels like burned by the Biden administration that she got like made fun of for that. You know, I keep bringing up Naomi Klein's doppelganger as like a really
Naomi
great book.
Klein white?
She's Jewish, yeah.
Okay, sorry, that's a 10th person.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, but you don't know who she is.
I don't know. So
you can't just claim it.
Sorry.
You have to ask if she's white.
Okay.
Anyway, Naomi Klein wrote like basically a lot of people who flee to the right are people who were like embarrassed and canceled and felt like ostracized. But it's like you shouldn't feel embarrassed or canceled if people are calling you out on something that you were wrong about.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like the thing of like the right will never like, yeah, Donald Trump is saying crazy shit. No one fact checks him, whatever. And the right will embrace that. So anyway, Nicki Minaj is fucking stupid.
She remains in the Grasshole Hall of Fame.
She remains in the Grasshole Hall of Fame.
So she has to touch grass.
Yes.
She
has
to
touch
grass.
Okay.
She has to touch grass. She has to,
Yeah.
Can't go to turn parks because her husband's a sex offender. So
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's convoluted. Let's change the topic.
And you know what? We are going to. So, okay, now that we've done all of our software updates, it's time for our main segment of the show. This is called the Discourse. This is where we talk about something everybody is chit-chatting about online, and we solve it. We fix it. We come up with what is right.
And that is going to be part of the software update.
Yes. And then if there's a software, now you know the concept of the show.
Okay.
It took you 30 minutes into the show to realize what the show was.
I have to touch grass.
Yeah.
I got to touch grass.
This is like a very fun discourse this week because I would say it's like a true discourse in the sense that
I know what it is.
There's not like a huge amount of research that had to go into this one. It's really just a conversation that a bunch of people are having on TikTok.
Okay. I think I know it.
Which is, it's kind of a two-part question.
Okay.
Number one is, would you dump your friend for cheating on their partner? Your best friend. Would you dump your best friend for cheating on their partner? And then there is a sub-question to that, which is, do you tell the friend's partner if you know they're cheating? So this is a question that has been like,
wow, this is not on my algorithm.
Oh,
so what was the thing you were thinking of?
It's embarrassing to have a boyfriend.
That was the other potential thing. That was the other
Okay.
potential question that we.
But this
were,
one,
yes.
Yeah.
So that.
I mean, we're gonna say yes. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. As someone who's currently getting a divorce, yeah.
You're getting a divorce?
Yeah.
Girl, why didn't you open up with that?
Yeah, she should open up every episode with I'm getting a divorce.
I'm Elise Morales, and
I'm getting a divorce.
Listen, but there's not really discourse about it. The answer is yes.
Wait, yes about the embarrassing boyfriend?
Yeah, but then now we're hearing about this. Like,
but Millie, you know, some girls are gonna be like, "Oh, this is you just being a hater." Like, there's some girls that are like, "Pick me."
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying
they're
that
not listening to this.
Yeah, you're right. Bye.
Okay. So these were like those were the two questions that I was weighing, and then I decided to do this one because I feel like there's more layers.
There's more layers. Having a boyfriend embarrassing is pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So basically, for the past like 2 weeks, people have been having this discussion online. I couldn't really figure out like if there was a first source of the conversation. Obviously, someone was the first person to talk about it.
I will say that something that people talk about on Twitter is that now that verification is, you can pay for it, but then your tweets get monetized. What happens that people notice is that towards the end of the month when rent is due, somebody will spark up a tighter and true question of like, should women serve men first? Do people eat ass? Like, that's going to spark a lot of
Do people eat ass?
Like, should you eat ass or something? Something that's going to spark a big discussion. so that they get the engagement on their tweet and then they get monetized and they get paid for it. So like every time there's an inflammatory tweet, people are like, rent's due.
You know what? That's very interesting though, because this question popped up at the end of the month. I mean, it seems mostly to be like a TikTok conversation. TikTok pays out on the 15th. But
well, then you said in the middle of the month, 2 weeks ago.
I'm like, very interesting.
I need to learn how to monetize my shit.
You got to. You've got to. So here's the way that I'm thinking I'm going to organize this. We're going to watch one video where the person is telling. So it's like your friend is cheating. Do you tell their partner? We're going to watch one pro and read some of those comments. And then we're going to watch an against. And then I'm going to go through some different scenarios with you guys and have you say whether or not you would keep the friend, dump the friend, tell the partner. Okay? That's how we're going to organize this. So, okay, this is the first video. It's from Just Peers. Yes. And this is someone who thinks you should tell your friend's partner if they are cheating and potentially end the friendship.
The debate of whether or not you would tell if you knew that your best friend is cheating is really just going to show how many people are in like very, to me, what feels like superficial relationships with people that aren't actually like relationships. Because what do you mean it's none of your business that your best friend is cheating on their boyfriend or girlfriend? Actually, that is your business. That's your best friend. And I get the argument of like, oh, well, ride or die, but your friend cheated. Your friend did something that is like morally bad. And to be quite frank, if you don't tell your friend that like their partner that they're getting cheated on, that just makes me think that you're someone who would cheat on your partner too. Because what do you mean that you wouldn't tell that person? Do you not hold your friends accountable to certain standards? Like, do you not want to be friends with good people? Because you're in a relationship with that person too. If they're cheating on their boyfriend, how are they treating you unless you just like this friendship for some reason other than what friendship should be based in, which is human connection? And if I'm real, as someone who was told by a stranger that I was getting cheated on like a year after the fact, I am grateful for that stranger. I am grateful for that stranger. And I think if you know someone's getting cheated on, you should tell that person. Will you maybe run into the awkward situation of they're like, oh, actually, we're open? Maybe. But they might appreciate you having their back. When people are like, oh, it's none of my business, I just feel like you're being emotionally avoidant in your own way. Because, you know, people who cannot experience other people's emotions usually can't because they can't tolerate their own, and seeing someone else express them, oh, it makes them feel so uncomfy. Also, I say this all as someone who was told by a stranger, like not even the person that they cheated on me with, someone who literally knew them for 3 weeks, but one of them was crazy and actually took a lot of pleasure in bragging to people about the fact that they actively knew that someone's partner was getting cheated on, because that actually fueled it for them. They really enjoyed that. And it wasn't the person I was dating, but nonetheless, that person told me because they got a conscience up here. They felt guilty. They told me they felt guilty seeing my face online and knowing that I did not know, because they would want to know if they were in that situation, which I think that's what I would do. If you don't want to tell people they're getting cheated on, that just makes me think you're fucking lazy. You don't want to make a happier, better world. You don't want community, if we're being real. You're just lazy and you want life to be as easy as possible for you. Like, I feel like this is just like a different version of the whole, like, oh, are you a bad friend if you wouldn't drive your friend to the airport? Probably, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this person is like 22 years old.
Yeah.
It just sounds like something I would say at 22. And it's just like, now I'm older and I'm like, life is complicated.
It is.
Life is complicated.
That's that's just my initial reaction to all of it, is that I'm like, well, it really depends on a lot of the details of the cheating, what it is, what's going on. I feel like this person basically is like, well, if they're cheating, then they're like, you can't be friends with them because they don't value connection. I'm like, I don't even think that's true. Just because someone's a bad romantic partner doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad
100%.
friend or a bad family member. Or
there were a lot of red herrings in that argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think, Glo?
I think that I would have scrolled past this video.
You're like, get this off my algorithm.
One thing about me, I'm touching grass. None of the videos have come across my algorithm.
There you go.
No, this
so
is
you
good.
feel like you're online, but you're really not.
I'm not online.
Good for you.
But I think that this person is way too passionate about somebody. I mean, I get you wanting to be told you're getting cheated on.
Mhm.
I guess as a personal preference.
Yeah.
But like you're way too passionate about everybody else's dynamic.
Yeah.
And I had this one therapist, she hasn't taken me back as a client. But she once said that the rules you have for yourself are not the rules that other people need to have for their lives.
Exactly.
So it's like, I think that for me, the whole cheating thing, like obviously, if my friend is going through something, I'm going to address it like, hey, I don't really agree with that. But if you keep doing that, that's on you. That's not a good thing. That's for you to figure out what your traumas.
Yeah.
But for me to go into her boyfriend or her girl, whatever, get the fuck. No, I don't give a fuck. Like, my rule about relationships, like, once you break up with him, I broke up with him.
Yeah.
If you cheated on him, I cheated on him too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be, that's not my man. That's not my friend.
I also feel like there's a false equivalence in this because this person in the video is like, well, I was cheated on and a random person told me. And I'm like, right, but that's a random person.
Yeah.
We're talking about your best friend is cheating. Are you getting involved and telling your best friend's partner? That's very different than, oh, I overheard that this person is cheating on you and I want to let you know. Like, it seems like the person who told the person in the video is like kind of only tangentially related to everyone. It's not
like her floater friend.
Yeah, it wasn't her ex's best friend.
Yeah. I think it's one thing to be like, hey, anybody, if you know that somebody I'm dating is cheating on me, tell me. I always want to know. Versus like, if you don't tell, you're a bad person. And also like, there is less investment from a stranger. And even still, like, I mean, I'm just thinking of a few situations I've been in. And it's just like, it all depends on the friendship too. Cause sometimes it's like, oh, I really don't know you. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, what happens or what's the fallout from this. But sometimes people don't leave and all that stuff. And then it's like,
right.
it's
and then now you in the middle of this shit.
And now you're in the middle of this shit.
So that's why I'm like, I'm on my business. I'll tell my friend, anything that my friend does that I don't agree with, I'll be like, hey,
I don't really fuck with this.
I don't fuck with this behavior. But outside of me addressing that, that's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, there are obviously many different like degrees of cheating. There are some degrees that are so egregiously bad that it's like, okay, yeah, now I do feel kind of a different way about what you are like capable of, but not always. And I don't know, like, your friends are real people. They're not perfect. They're gonna like, part of being, this person tries to be like, well, part of being friends is, you know, you have to tell them and you're avoidant. And I'm like, part of being friends is also accepting that your friend is a real person and maybe they do stuff you don't agree with sometimes or have a take you don't agree with or this or that. And like figuring out where the line is for you personally of like, these are the things that I can just agree to disagree with someone about. And these are the things where it's like, no, that's a line in the sand for me about friendship or whatever.
Yeah. And also like, I think people, you know, I'm someone who has a lot of friends. And
it's true.
It's true. I have so many friends. And I think that the thing that's been able to help me make connections with many people is understanding that there are different levels of connection. There are some people that I know that like, I actually like hanging out with them and going and get a drink and watching a movie or something like that.
No.
And there are people who are like actually like my really good friends that like I will ride and die for and whatever. And to me, it's also like, you don't have to get upset with people who have different moral standards than you, but you can just say like, oh, I peeped this behavior. Just because you cheat, that doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. But if there's a situation where I'm like, oh, I don't like how she's moving, this is a little shady, like, I'm going to take a step back from this friendship right now. And like, maybe she's someone that I'm going to go to dinner with or whatever, but like, I'm not really going to come to them close because like, is she going to fuck my man? Is she like, she's not even thinking twice. There's no guilt. There's no nuance or whatever. But like, yeah, I think that a lot of frustration too comes. And that's something I had to really learn a lot is that I have really high expectations for the friends that I'm really going to show up for and the friends I'm really going to be there for. And like a lot of people just aren't there. Like, and that's fine. And it had to be on my thing. I'm like, okay, I have to reassess like what level of connection can I have with someone who makes decisions like this? And like, that's not me telling or ruining their life or telling a boyfriend, but it's like, I need to move differently around this person because I don't really like trust how they move with relationships or with money or this and that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's like a really good point. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I don't like something you did, so we're not friends at all anymore.
Exactly.
It could also just be like, okay, I just learned something interesting about you. I have to now like kind of recalibrate what I think about you. Maybe I'm changing what I trust you with, what I don't, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, and now we're never friends and we never talk again and fuck you, like you're completely done. It could just also be like, interesting.
Yeah.
Noted.
I think
Okay.
for me, like, I have been friends. I have had so many different best friends throughout life. I think I just want to know the why. And I think sometimes it's a more like deeper and like a deeper trauma response.
Yeah, of course.
Instead of like being like taking it so personally, like, oh my God, someone cheated. It's like, okay, girl, let's work through this. Like, why did you feel like you need to do that? Like, was it a reaction to something he did?
Exactly.
You know, like, so I try not to make the cheating. I feel like I used to be like this very elitist, like, you need to go to college, you need to do this.
Mhm.
And I'm like, that's my life. Like, why do I need to, and I don't even live by those rules anymore. But like, why I gotta like, I don't know. I also feel like in Dominican culture, we be cheating a little bit. So I'm like a little bit more lenient.
I thought you're the best guest for this. You're like, you have a lot. Yeah.
Look, I
People
am
be cheating.
forgiving.
You know, and we could talk more about the scenario.
Yeah, okay, so let's, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna quickly watch a video from someone who I think agrees more with what we've been saying.
Dominican.
And then we're gonna get into
it's Eric Adams.
Yeah.
so this is by this guy, Christian Divine,
Yes,
who I would say he's like a bit of a discourse inducer.
Yes.
He gets into it on TikTok. He has, I mean, I will say that he dove in headfirst into this discourse and has, if you go to his page now, it's like cheating, part 1, part 2, part 3, like he's getting into it with people in the comments.
You guys aren't going to like this, but I'm not telling my friend's partner that they are being cheated on unless we are friends, because I don't think it's as clear-cut of like an altruistic decision that you all are making it out to be. To tell that, I think it's a little more self-serving. I want to do a quick side note, though, before I go into this. In this scenario, which I don't think I've ever been in, I'm not getting caught up in your cheating bullshit, though. This is what I'm going to be clear. If you're my friend and you're cheating on your partner, I'm not an alibi. I'm not a trustworthy source. I'm not holding it down. All right? I'm not even hanging out. Like, I'm not even kicking it. Like, I'm not about to be caught up in your bullshit. But I don't think that it's like an inherently, like, it's like the good person thing to do, to tell. I think that a lot of people feel this particular hurt by cheating. Context. I've been cheated on. And thus, like, there's this, like, vigilance or this vengeance that you want. But I do not think it is so clear-cut and dry. Also, I keep seeing people being like, oh, if someone would cheat on their partner, they're going to be a bad friend to you. I don't even think that's that clear-cut and dry. I don't think any of that is true. I think that, you know, based on statistics, right, which I don't know the exact stats, but there is a lot of cheating that happens. Cheating hurts, you know? And I think we feel like this inherent like vigilantism, that cheating as this like ultimate evil, that whatever happens to you is therefore justified and you should be able to like dole out that punishment. But I don't think it's necessarily always your position to be the person to tell. I don't have the words to properly explain myself. But I think there's this viewpoint that like if you tell someone that they're being cheated on, that you are like saving them or protecting them, or you're finally punishing that person because that cheater needs to know, or that you're like this ultimate truth teller, when in reality, you are dropping like a huge emotional load and shift on this person. And whether or not it is in your right or it is right to do that, I don't think is as clear cut and dry as you guys are making it seem. Does that make sense? Like, you're not a hero. It's not altruistic. I don't think you have to keep being friends with someone who's a cheater if that is like morally reprehensible to you. But I don't think you're inherently a good person or a bad person depending on what choice you choose to make. I think it's one thing if you like collude in the cheating. I think if you like help the cheating and you like, that's bad. But I don't think you are the good person for telling. I think it's entirely interested to tell. Unless you know that person and you know that this would be the choice they'd want you to make and this is the best, like or unless the way that person is cheating is actively endangering the person. Does that make sense?
I think I'm a bad person.
Because you know 3 white people?
I did. First of all, it's 10, Millie. Don't be fucking rude.
You can't kill Naomi Klein. You didn't know who she was before.
I didn't. I do claim her.
Okay.
And I just feel like this opened up a big wound for me. I completely forgot that I was in the middle of a cheating scandal.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
I completely forgot. And
Scandal.
Yeah, it's still going on.
Okay, well, you want to tell more, or you just want to say that?
This happened in college. I had a friend I was very close with, and another friend I was very close with. They went to one I went to school with, one went to a different school. And I knew I was trying to like build a friendship with this new girl. And I knew that I had told my friend, like, hey, stay away from her man. Like they just got into a relationship. And the man and my friend have been hooking up for decades.
Oh, shit.
This person ended up married to the person.
Oh, shit.
And it just, now I'm just heartbroken.
But you haven't said anything, or?
Girl, absolutely not. This happened like 12 years ago. It's not my business. But
Are they still fucking today?
I don't know. And the thing is that
well, it's not a scandal if no one knows about it, right? Or
you're
you
right.
think do they think? Well,
the thing is that I think this is not the only, this girl who's getting cheated on, this is not the only girl he's cheating with. Like, he has a problem.
Yeah.
And she's just been, she probably knows.
She probably knows.
And she's just been there. So I'm like, that's why, like, you just mind your business. Because, like, some people stay.
And also, she has probably her own traumas about her parents. And, like, it's complicated.
There are some, like, cultures where it's, like, it's looked down upon to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like to what you were talking about is, like, I've known people where I'm like, these two people are constantly cheating on each other.
Yeah.
He's obvious with what he's doing. Like there are times where I've had friends who are being cheated on by a boyfriend, and he's not hiding.
Yeah.
He's acting in a very brazen manner. I can talk about it generally with my friends.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like, if it's my friend, it depends on who you're allied to. Like, if it's my friend and I saw her boyfriend out cheating, I would obviously tell her that. But if it's my friend and she's the one cheating and they're all both constantly cheating on each other, and it's just one of these, like, really, really messy relationships where it seems like they kind of thrive on the mess of it all.
You can't get involved.
You can't get involved in that, because then suddenly, a lot of times what happens with that is they just stop being friends with you because you clocked their thing.
Then you get uninvited to the wedding.
Yeah,
and you can't have open
then
bar.
you're the hater and all this stuff. It's the same thing. One time, okay, this was really conflicting for me. And now, like, one time, like, there's a guy I met at a party, and we like hit it off in 2016, 2017. And I asked his friend, I was like, yo, what's up with this guy? And he's like, oh, he has a girlfriend. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I like backed off, but we still had like followed each other. And then like,
messy.
I know. Well, I was like, whatever.
Okay.
And he was posting about his girlfriend too at the time. So I'm like, okay, like whatever. And then years later, like 5 or 6 years later, like in 2021 or something, he's DMing me and he's like, hey, like, what's up? And I'm like, okay, what's up? And we actually ended up hooking up.
Oh, medley.
And then
messy medley.
Well, I hooked up with him, whatever. I like, and then we didn't use protection, which is whatever. That was crazy.
Real
like,
messy.
I know, real messy.
Things happen.
Things happen. But then I found out he has like a living girlfriend for 6 years. And I tried to go, like, I didn't feel good about that. I felt terrible. Like, I didn't know like that, whatever. I found out later. And I tried to go on his Instagram to try to find her, to tell her like, hey, and not a tagged photo. Not even a tagged photo. You're living for 6 years together and you don't got a tagged photo. I'm like, she probably knows. And even, you know, the person who told me that he had a girlfriend, he's like, oh, he's always doing this and blah, blah, blah. And he was annoyed at like the situation happening. But like, I'm also just like, well, if you know your friends like this, dog, like why, you know, this and that. And like, I stopped talking. Like, I kind of stopped fucking with that guy, like the friend that we had. Cause I'm like, well, I don't really trust you. Like, if you know what
well,
I'm sorry, my friends were like telling me, don't get involved.
Yeah.
Don't bring that heat on you. You don't need some random girl that's like an enemy and all that and make a fake Instagram and all that. But I wanted to be like honest. I don't know. But I couldn't even find her fucking name. Like, not even a tag picture, and they're together for 6 years and they live together.
Yeah.
Look, that girl knows she's getting cheated on.
That girl knows. And and then he hit me up like 2 years later on vanishing mode.
Not in vanishing mode.
I'm like, no one ever uses it except for cheaters.
I use it, but only by accident. I'll like
all the time.
I'm always drunk messaging,
fucking...
and I'm like, God damn it! I sent that on vanishing mode for no fucking reason.
No, this guy literally like DM me on vanishing mode, asking me to hang out like 2 years out. Like, no, you're fucking crazy. You're crazy.
That's the thing. Is it's like I think the ultimate thing about this conversation is it's just so not black and white. It so depends on the different details of I get you saying, well, I know that we didn't use protection. So this girl, that's a different level of responsibility.
Exactly.
Then it's also okay, how long have they been dating? Are they married? Are there kids involved? What's the manner of the cheating? Was it just a weird mistake or is it an affair?
No, cheating is cheating.
No, for sure. But I do feel
I know.
I feel like there are worse levels.
Yeah,
okay.
I do think that too. So read the levels.
Okay. So first, I just want to show you guys some comments on this post to let you guys see how intense the discourse gets. So we can look at this slide. Okay. This is from one.
It's horrible finding out that the people you knew and continue to allow it. Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Finish reading it.
You allowed it to happen to makes it even worse. Great. Not only did my partner betray me, but extraneous. I don't know what the fuck that word means.
Extra people.
Extraneous people didn't respect me enough to tell me it was happening. Let's pack on some extra humiliation there. Not telling is choosing a side. In this scenario, your friend has already involved you in it, whether you want to be in it or not. Bowing out doesn't make you not involved. Okay, Emma?
I mean, in a sense, it's not telling is choosing a side. And I'm I might be choosing my friend's side.
I'm going to always choose my son's
Yeah,
side.
it's even if I don't agree with my friend, I can tell them, hey, I don't think you should be doing this. I really think that you should tell your partner. Yeah. And I also agree with what we were saying in the other video. Don't fucking involve me. Yeah. Don't have me tell lies for you. I will not be doing that.
The first case, I'll be there for you. The second one, that's on your own.
Yeah, no, I'm not if a mistake happens or whatever. It's so funny. There's two situations coming into mind. This one girl was when I used to work at a grocery store in Midtown, there's a girl from the Bronx, and she's like, my sister's fucking boyfriend sucks. He's always cheating on her. He fucking sucks. I mean, yeah, she cheats on him, but she cheats on him with one person. He cheats on her with everybody. He cheats on her with the whole block. And that logic to her makes, and I'm also I gotta, it seems like it's a toxic thing, and it's her sister, whatever.
People also have different standards for what cheating is. Some people think watching porn is cheating.
Let me tell you one time. Oh, wow, that's deep.
I know.
I was dating this guy, and he danced with another girl. A bachata dance?
Yeah.
And I was that was the most disrespectful thing.
At a family party?
Yeah, it was the way he danced with her.
At a family party, it wasn't in front of your whole family? That's kind of a lot.
Well, it was his family. We had just started dating.
But still, you're in front of his family. It's not at a club.
But it was they were embraced. I was that's cheating.
That's cheating. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. A deep bachata song where you're just kind of up at each other.
So if
they were spaced out, whatever. But they was
and bachata songs are 6 hours.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
So
I'm there's a lot there, and I do feel there's an element of why are you doing that in front of a bunch of other people and making me.
When I was there the week before.
Yeah.
And also, it's kind of to embarrass and humiliate you a little bit.
A little bit.
And to see if you're cool with it or whatever. These guys are fucking, they think they're slick.
So there's levels, but I don't know. I the more that we're having this conversation, the more I'm realizing I'm a horrible person.
You're not a horrible person.
A lot of things are coming up
I think
that I forgot about.
I also think that, life is, I remember the other thing. I had a few, apartments ago, I had two neighbors, a boyfriend and girlfriend that lived next to each other, and they had a dog, and my dog and their dog would play. And I found out something that he cheated, and I'm just damn, what do I do? This is my neighbor. They're not really my close friends.
Oh, that's
I caught him in a lie, but then I'm also well, what is this going to be like for me? What, do you think she not knows? And the dog's and sometimes they walk my dog. It's going to be really fucking awkward for me to live here if I this and that, I'm I'm going to mind my business and not really get involved. And then what ended up happening is not even 6 months or less than a year later, they broke up. And then later when she was coming to me and saying he's been making her feel bad about moving on quickly. I'm well, hold on. And then I said,
messy
Millie.
Millie.
He can't be making you feel bad.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not going to say anything because you guys are going to figure it out. You give it some time, whatever. But also, he's not going to make you feel bad in my house.
No.
I just remember my mom cheated on my dad.
But then have your dad ever cheated on your mom?
He never made it public.
Well, but he just still did
my
it.
mom
He
used to
made
take
it
me on her
public.
cheating dates. This is traumatizing now.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Well, let's talk.
Let's
Let's
go into some scenarios. Okay, so these are gonna like get more and more specific as it goes on. But for
This
scenario
is how
number
tells
one,
me, like, snitches on me for cheating.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, your name is Millie. Okay. Scenario number one. Your best friend has been dating someone for like 6 months who you have only met because they're your best friend's partner, didn't know them independently of that. You think they're a nice person, you approve of the relationship, whatever. Then one night you are out together, you're getting a little turnt, and she makes out with someone else at the bar. Do you end the friendship? Do you tell the significant other?
I buy her a drink.
Yes.
I won't say anything. I would just like, hey, what's up with? I'd probably talk to her about it, but I'm not gonna say anything to like. We don't know what he's doing.
That's a kiss.
Yeah, that's definitely one where I'm like, that was probably not the best. Like, girl, you shouldn't have done that.
Like, you shouldn't have done that. But 6 months, like,
I mind my business with that.
You mind your business, yeah.
I mind my business with that.
They don't have any kids. It's not like
it's
whatever.
6 months. 6 months is not a real relationship.
Sorry.
Okay.
I wouldn't love if the guy I'm dating for 6 months made out with someone at a club, but
yeah, I mean, you can acknowledge with your friend like, oh, that's not cool, and also be like, I'm not getting involved further than
6
that.
months.
Yeah,
you don't even know him yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Your best friend has been in a relationship for several years.
Okay.
They live together, and over the years, you have become friends with their significant other too. You know, maybe you guys have gone on group trips together, birthdays, you've hung out. But they're not as close as you are with your best friend, but you know them. They are a friend of yours now in their own right. One night, your best friend confides in you that they've been having a regular affair with a coworker over the past several months. Do you end the friendship? Do you tell the significant other?
I'd like be like, hey, this is not cool, and you need to like break up with him, and I don't want anything to do with this. But like, and then I'd probably like, kind of not really fuck with her that much, but like, telling him is a lot still.
Okay, but you have to understand, we don't know the circumstances of the relationship.
But she's saying that's the circumstances.
The circumstances in this are that this other person is like a perfectly nice, good partner. Maybe the relationship's a little boring. Maybe you know that your girl has been stuck in a rut. Well, yeah, I'm like, I think what I would personally do, similar to you, I would be like, hey, like, I love you, but you got to come clean about this. You can't keep doing this. I
would not advise her to tell her man. I would be like, you should stop, but I'm not going to tell her to tell her man.
Why not?
That's crazy.
Why?
We don't know. That's crazy. You don't know this is their home that you're breaking. Once a man finds out you're cheating on him, he's never going to be with you.
I know, but then that is something that you have to accept. That's a consequence to your action. And it's like, but that's not fair to the guy to like be leading him on and like, playing in his face and all that. That's like not nice.
I feel like if she ends it and that's it, fine. But if she keeps going on, then
that's what I
a
mean.
Different thing. Like, but like the first time, guys, we're breaking up homes here.
No, I'm not saying the first time. Yeah. I'm saying like, hey, if you don't tell him, like, you can't keep doing this. Like, this is not because I'm trying to think of it too. Gender reversal too, which is. It's not a one-to-one, obviously, with gender reversal. But if my boyfriend was hanging out with someone who was cheating on his girl for a long time and he's not going to say anything, I'd feel some type of way. I'd be like, damn, like, I'm not trusting you either, like, whatever. So I'd try to, like, have that same grace of, like, don't involve me, all that stuff, and, like, what's going on? Like, if you want to break up, because people are just greedy, too. They want to have that exciting, and also, like, that's part of being in a relationship sometimes, like, sex is not going to be like the most exciting. Like you have to work on it. It has to be something that you want to work on. Like,
I just realized I keep like the memories are coming up. I'm like, damn, I just went to DR and I was hanging out. I was like the side chick family, like with this famous like musician.
Yeah.
And like my cousin was cheating on her man and we was just there getting free drinks. And I'm like, damn, like I think it's not that I endorse this. I just am going to mind my business.
Yeah,
listen, that's the thing is that it's not black and white.
It's not black and white, and I think that's why it's interesting that it's talking on the internet. It's because, like, especially young people, and like the younger you are, and all that stuff, like, you want things to be black and white. And there's a lot of people actually, like, not even young. It's like there are a lot of people, and like that's kind of like the thing with like a lot of conservative people in this country, and a lot of people who like hate immigrants and stuff. It's like, it's like that you want things to be black and white. Like, you cannot come to this country illegally. You cannot cheat. You cannot do anything. And it's just like, life is complicated. Sometimes you're in another country for a weekend and your cousin has a situation, whatever. Like, what are you going to do? Like, hate the whole weekend, ruin your relationship?
I'm going to have fun.
You're going to have fun. But then if your cousin's like, next week, oh, come here or let's go on tour with this guy or this and that, you're going to be like, no, dog, I don't want those fucking... You're going on tour. Okay, well, I'm going on tour.
You know what I realized? Because I think I when I was I've been through a lot the last couple of weeks, so like my mind is not 100% here. So all my good thoughts are gone. But I think I remember when I was hanging out with them, like, damn, I do feel bad. And then I realized that's the difference between Christianity and Catholicism. I'm Catholic. We forgive. So it's a little different.
But
so,
you have to confess though.
You have to
confess to the Father.
Yeah, that's true. You confess.
You don't need to tell your man shit. So I
you
think
already
like
told God.
What I'm worried about in this conversation is the rigidness of like, damn, you're a horrible person if you cheat.
Yeah.
I think that's what's kind of like scaring me. I'm like, girl, I'm not telling nobody. It's nobody's business. But I do think in my 20s, I was a lot more rigid with my friendships. Cause like, these are the women that I'm gonna be friends with. And in my 30s, I just don't care that. Like, I just don't. Like, I'm on no side.
I think a lot of people, as this conversation has gone on, a lot of people are saying what you're saying, which is like, the way a lot of things happen online is like people of all different like age groups are talking. And it's like, you're talking to people who, you know, maybe they're getting into their first relationships. Maybe they just have been cheated on for the first time or seen cheating or whatever. Like, it feels more black and white when it's like when you get to be in your mid-30s. I've seen a lot of shit and a lot of weird relationships. I've seen people who cheated and then actually came back and they built the relationship back and they don't cheat on each other now. And like, it is what it is. So it's like.
And there has to be a lot of healing. But also, too, I mean, to be fair, when you are younger, it is a little bit more black and white because you're younger. So it's just a 6-month relationship or it's this and that. Like, definitely if you're young, like, you shouldn't forgive cheating. You should move on. When it starts getting more complicated, okay, you have kids, you have a house, you built a life together, you have a family. He cheated on you. Well, you're going to get your lick back.
You've been together for 15 years, haven't had sex for 5. One of you stepped out of the marriage. It's not the right thing to do, but like whatever, your kids are 10 years old. Like there's just a lot. Okay, here's another scenario for you. Now we're getting more specific.
Girl, whose life is it about? I feel like...
this one will be revealed.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll actually, whether or not you recognize what this is from will show how in white culture you are.
Okay, Sex in the City.
Sex in the City, you're just saying white things.
Your best friend has been involved in a love triangle between himself, his brother, and the girl they share a beach house with since they were children.
Is this Cruel Intention?
This is Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oh, okay.
The girl in question.
Cruel Intention. Well, can you name any of the actors in Cruel Intention?
Yep. Buffy.
Okay, no, that's not the name.
But yes.
But no, you can't say that she knows white people. You can't say the names.
Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Fucking Reese Witherspoon is my bitch.
Okay.
And Ryan
Phillips.
Okay, so
that's more white people. We just added. We just added
at 20.
Yeah, we're at 10.
Okay, and we'll add Conrad and Jeremiah to the list. So okay.
She didn't know Summer I Turned Pretty.
She will soon.
I saw the first like 10 minutes of it.
Okay. So
one episode of it.
Your best friend has been involved in a love triangle between himself, his brother, and the girl they've shared a beach house with since they were children. The girl in question and his brother finally break up. So your friend gets with her, they start dating, and they even go to the same college. Then, the two of them have a fight in which the status of their relationship is left unclear. He goes on spring break in Cabo and sleeps with Lacey Barone.
Twice.
I'm not going to hold you. I forgot the first part already.
Do you tell that your friend cheated in Cabo? Do you tell his girlfriend?
But you like the girlfriend.
You like the girlfriend, yeah.
Whoa.
What's not to like about
now,
Belly?
if you like someone, you gotta fuck up that home.
Because you want to be with Belly. I mean, that's
gotta fight for what you want.
Yeah. So you're like,
that's different.
So if you know that like someone's getting dogged out and you want to be their girlfriend, you're gonna step in and do what needs to be done.
If I was 20, absolutely.
If you were 20, what about you now?
No, because I'm gonna get treated like shit.
What do you mean treated like shit?
Like once they're gonna be broken, they gotta heal him. It's gonna be
yeah. Now you know it's too much.
No, you can't.
But
be
in my
involved
20s, I would have been like, oh my god, like Isn't there like a song about this shit?
I'll give your heart a break. Don't want to break your heart. Gonna give your heart a break.
There's a song about this girl snitching and like a girlfriend. She was a skater boy.
Oh,
no,
that's not what that song is about, but I appreciate
yeah, that's not what that song about. First of all, girlfriend is one song. Skater boy is a different song. Also, can you name who sung it?
Okay, that's another white person we're adding.
We're
adding to the list.
I think we'll get to 20 white people by the end.
we'll get to 20.
God, I'm screaming. If you fight for what you want.
Here's
all
what
is fair in love and war.
I would not involve myself in Belly, Conrad, Jeremiah in any way, shape, or form. That's their mess.
Yeah.
That shit stays on Cousins Beach. I'm not
I do want to stay in the beach house, though.
Yeah.
And sometimes to stay in the beach house, you got to ignore a cheating scandal.
And that's a really important point.
That's important.
And that's a really
Sometimes to get free
point.
drinks, you got to ignore cheating. Am I going to do it every weekend? No. But
okay, here's another one. Your friend is the president of the United States.
Your friend is Donald Trump.
I know.
And you're a Christian Nigerian.
I know what this is about.
Yo, what?
I know what this is about.
You might. Your friend is the president of the United States, who the whole world believes to be happily married to the first lady. One night, you are working late because he's hired you to work at the West Wing, and you hear a noise. When you go to investigate, you find him having sex with Olivia Pope, Washington, D.C.'s most high-powered fixer, with whom he's been having a years-long affair. Do you end the friendship with the president? Do you tell the first lady?
I'm not saying shit.
I don't get involved in that.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting involved with
But I know this story.
With your job, hell no.
No.
I thought you were gonna say something completely different.
What did you think she was gonna say?
I think Charlie Kirk, not him.
Oh, that
Jamie Banks and
Erica.
Fucking
Erica Kirk
100%.
You think they're fucking?
They're gonna be together soon.
Yeah.
They're gonna be together. You think he's gonna leave Usha?
I think he's laying weird groundwork to leave Usha. There's strange behavior going on.
There's that good Dominican gossip. But Olivia Pope, that's another person. Like, we loved her in the show, but she was fucked up.
Yeah. Flawed women. Thank you, Chandra.
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, that's crazy. I did love her, but she cheated a lot. She ruined the marriage.
Yeah.
But also he ruined the marriage.
Yeah, he was the one in the commitment.
She wasn't in a commitment with nobody. And he was the one who couldn't stop and say all like you're unresistible, all bullshit. So
he's the one calling everybody sweet baby.
The crazy part about this is that we actually love the characters outside the show, and we want them to be together.
Yeah, and they're both separately, like the guy who plays Fitz and Kerry Washington.
Yeah, we're bad people.
Okay, I have one more scenario, and this is so deeply white culture that I would be surprised if it's.
I know this is fucking Pride and Prejudice, bitch.
Your best friend is married with children to someone who you genuinely like and have gotten to know well over the years. They are both popular YouTubers, and your friend has built up a reputation for being a wife guy who is always talking about his partner. One night, you go to a Harry Styles concert and see your friend at the concert making out with one of his employees at the popular YouTube channel.
No, this is the Try Guys.
This is Ned Fulmer of the Try Guys.
I know of them.
Okay, so you've got one.
No, I don't know. No. She didn't recognize.
No, he cheated.
Oh my God!
Then you don't know him. Then you don't. Then you don't know him.
Yes.
Weren't they like on SNL or some shit?
They did an SNL
did a
sketch
parody
about them, yeah.
Because of this cheating, because the wife guy, Try Guy, the one who branded himself
as like I love my wife.
He cheated with one of his employees at a Harry Styles concert and got caught.
And then went to a bar lounge named Niagara.
Yeah. So do you end the friendship? Do you tell Ariel Fulmer?
I tell because it's an employee.
Yeah.
And this guy's fucking up money. Like if you and Sasha, if you built a company with someone and she's fucking one of your employees and her whole thing is, I love my man. That's the whole content. And the man is now part of your thing.
The thing is that as a public figure who I am, I've already told people I was flawed. So I'm going to be still friends with my friend. But you say it's an HR problem.
Yeah, it's an HR problem that's really going to be nasty.
So if I'm involved in Try Guys Inc., then I'm probably actually just I'm probably going to give my friend a courtesy heads up. Mm-hmm. Hey, I saw you cheating with an employee. It's not cool. I'm telling HR. I would probably just go like a full professional route.
If we have a company together and my best friend sleeps with an employee, I have to tell HR?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not... You can get in a big trouble.
You can get in big trouble because
then the company's in a lawsuit.
Then if like the person that's employed by you says like you guys get fired or you don't pick up a show or something like that, then they can say like it's because we slept together and it was inappropriate and there was power dynamic. I felt pressured. It's a lot of fucking shit that happens when.
Oh my God, we have to put this in paperwork.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
would
God.
put that in
I would
paperwork.
certainly. I feel like it probably already is in paperwork that they're not supposed to
No,
be.
I'm saying like when I build my company.
Oh, yeah,
I have
Yeah,
to put
you
that in
should
paperwork.
definitely put that in.
Oh my God.
If I'm
learning
just
so much.
friends with Ned Fulmer,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
no.
involved with Try Guys, I would say, Ned, you were making out publicly at the Harry Styles concert. It's really bad. There's
you
no
did
way
that?
people didn't see
And
you.
he's corny.
You have to tell Ariel. I think always I'm going to my friend first
Go
and
to the
saying,
friend first.
hey, this is not good. You need to figure out what it is you're going to do with this. You have to make a decision. And depending on the degree of cheating, I really don't know. In a situation where I am very much categorically more friends with the cheater than the person being cheated on, I feel like I really am struggling to think of a time where I would go to the person being cheated on. Like, I would involve myself in that way. I think I would tell my friend,
You always
you
tell
have
the
to figure
friend
something
first.
out. You need to stop this, or you need to come clean and figure it out with your partner or whatever. And like, maybe if they don't do that, I would maybe recalibrate my friendship with them personally, because I would feel involved in a way. Like, I think I would feel guilty hanging out with the couple if I knew that one of them was actively having an affair. Like, I think I would be like, I still have love for you, but I just can't be involved in this.
I just think that the thing that complicates it is money. And when we're getting money and potential lawsuits and business, like, I am going to put a little bit more pressure and be a little bit more rigid because it does affect me. It did affect their company. They did have to talk about it. It did fuck up their whole strategy. Like, it's just not the same. Like,
if I am a Try Guy?
I'm a Try Guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
Only
If
when it
I'm a personal Try Guy,
because now
absolutely.
you are involving me. It is my money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I agree with that take.
Well,
everything else, you can do whatever you want. You like.
Los Extra Value Meals están de regreso. Ahora te puedes llevar un delicioso sausage, egg and cheese McGriddles y un hash brown y un café por solo $5 en McDonald's. Solo por tiempo limitado. Precios y participación pueden variar. Los precios pueden ser más altos en Hawaii, Alaska y California y con entrega.
Now we're going to wrap up the show. I mean, we're with the segment called Grasshole of the Week. We choose one person who needs to log off the most. This week's Grasshole is this girl, XOXO Sienna 16, and she goes by Sienna Long. So usually with Grasshole of the Week, we kind of teeter between like a loving go touch grass. It's like, girl, just like get off the internet, like log off, go take a nap. And then one, it's like, girl, you need to like, you fucking are stupid, like a less loving one, a more aggressive one, and one that's like, you're ridiculous.
Actually fucked up.
You're actually fucked up. I want to hear from you by the end of this story if you think you still want, if this girl Sienna holds a place in your heart, or if you're like, you're fucked up.
Okay.
Okay. So what happened? So Sienna Long, right now, since she went viral for this, she has 24,000 followers on TikTok. So she goes to the University of Miami. Okay. And there's a student newspaper that published an article about what is it like to be an influencer while being at school, and like who are the top 3 influencers of the school. And the front page of the issue featured 3 prominent influencers, with more students profiled elsewhere in the issue. But Sienna, she was featured in the story, but she wasn't one of the ones that had the most followers.
And so she wasn't on the cover.
So she wasn't one of the 3 top people in the article because she doesn't have the most followers. I will say, like, University of Miami particularly, it kind of is a little bit known as an influencer school because of like the Miami of it all, and also like Alex Earl, who's like one of the biggest influencers, like millions of followers, makes tons of money. She started off at So I think it's like the combination of like being in Florida, being like an influencer, having like the Miami nightlife element of your content, and also like specifically, like there is something that is like a content creator factory. So on October 22nd, Sienna posted this video.
Made a video saying that there's enough room for all the influencers in the world, but at UMiami right now doesn't feel that way. UMiami has an newspaper called the Miami Hurricane, and they did stories on influencers who are like up and coming and rising. And they did an article on me, and it was an amazing experience. I'm so happy that I was written about. In my article, one of the main points said that I will come on here and be vulnerable with you guys and tell you if I'm having a crappy day. And I'm having a crappy moment right now. On Instagram, they posted the cover page, which was the 3 influencers with the biggest following here. And I know I don't have a big following, But it made me realize that, like, micro-influencers don't get enough recognition. And even though I'm chasing the same dream as they are, and I'm trying so fucking hard all the time, I just don't feel appreciated right now. And yes, the fact that I even got written about was amazing, but it just feels like I'm chasing a dream, but I'm still so freaking far behind. And it just, like, hurts, like, knowing that, like, I wasn't up there. And I come from a competitive dance world, so I've been judged my entire life. And any influencer, anybody in the competitive world at all will know that if you're not top 3, it just is so shitty. It's like a shitty thing to see, a shitty thing to feel, you know? So I'm really trying, because I love giving you guys my advice, to think this will make me better, make me grow even more, and make me just, like, find my niche. But sometimes you just need a wake-up call, you know? This gave me a wake-up call that, like, you're not there yet. So yeah, feels pretty crappy, not seeing myself up there. But, you know, we're gonna push through, right? Thank you. I love you guys. I'm gonna go wipe my tears and feel better.
I'm gonna say something mean, so you gotta go first.
Go ahead. No,
Go.
say it.
You
say
know
it.
what? I'm very disappointed in her mindset.
Yeah.
Very disappointed because instead of saying, as comedians, there are comics that have more exposure, that have more followers, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta work harder, but at least I'm getting these little accolades along the way, and I have something to aspire to. Instead of being like, I was featured, and, you know, I do want to work harder and being a little more positive. She got on the internet complaining her niche is gonna change in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know who you are, little girl. You know, so it's just kind of like, what are we crying about? But I understand the climate down there. Like, maybe I'm saying, like, maybe it's clouding her brain cells a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I just cannot imagine going to college with this era. Like, the internet, how important it is for these kids.
And you're not even giving yourself space to, like, explore.
And it's an issue for the internet. That's why you need to she needs to lightly touch grass, because if you spend too much time online, like, on these, like, vanity metrics, you're missing out on actual life.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem that she's having right now.
So, because it's like, do I understand the feeling of seeing a list come out and making it make me feel some type of way?
Exactly.
Absolutely. But like you said, it's like, you're in the article, and at the end of the day, it seems like this really just came down to hard numbers, and the 3 people were the top 3 with the most followers. So it's not even that it was, like, actually a judgment call about you or had nothing to do with you. Those 3 people are just the 3 people who had the most followers in the article. It's numbers. Some numbers are bigger than other numbers, and that's what happened. This isn't a math podcast, but I can say some numbers are bigger than other numbers.
Some numbers are bigger.
Well, also, too, like, there's a part of me that saw this video, and, like, literally me and Elise talk about this all the time. It's like, I'm working so hard. We're busting our ass. Like, we're not getting the things that we feel like we deserve. But also, like, that's part of the grind. That's what's going to take you there. And also, like, her specifically, she's not someone who, like, has been doing it for so long. She's, like, just started, and she's a freshman in college. Like, you have to give it time, and you don't even have your niece. You don't even have your own thing. And, like, so it's interesting because, like, the whole thing that makes it cringe is, like, what people, like, attracts people to it anyway. But I will say that, like, so she got roasted because she was out of touch. But I will say that I went on her fucking site, couldn't find her on her TikTok, couldn't find her last name, couldn't find her IG. Her IG wasn't connected. She didn't have
optimized.
So it's like, girl, like,
so you do need to learn.
Okay. And okay.
And I'd like to see, I bet those top 3 girls, you're finding all of their information.
SEO on point.
Exactly.
Well,
like, their shop, their this, their that. Like,
well, so we'll continue. Later on the day, the Miami Hurricane School newspaper came out and posted an article about her. And it said, Sienna Long is all about honesty. And the article basically just like, Long's journey to starting content creation perils her unexpected move to the University of Miami. One of her first videos that ever went viral was a complete accident. She found her true niche when she made a Get Ready With Me video in Spanish, along with like her first day of classes, where she transformed her hobby into a career. She also mentioned that her mom works in social media, put a pin in that. And basically the whole article is like, I'm just so real. I'm just so honest. I'm putting myself out there.
Is this what they interviewed for her beforehand? And
So
then
I
she
guess,
cried?
So I guess this is like an article, the University of Miami School newspaper that I was looking at, they just post a bunch of articles. And I feel like one article, the article about the 3 top content creators, did an honorable mention for her, but they didn't like feature her as a top 3. But then they had another article that was like smaller that were like about Sienna and just like about her being a content creator. So then she posts this update.
Or let your emotions get the best. I just learned the biggest lesson yet. I just made a whole video saying how the Miami Hurricane didn't post me and all that. Crying. They just posted my own post about me. Why was I crying? This is just proof to never let the emotions get the best of you and that good things are to come and that everything will be okay. I love you guys. Thank you for your support in my comments, but thank you so much. And here's some proof of the cover page. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Miami Hurricane.
So
Okay, here's what I'm thinking happened. She did this whole interview. The first article comes out and she's like, fuck, they didn't do any of this stuff. Like, they cut me out of the article, basically.
Yeah.
Posts the crying video, not realizing that there's this other article to come.
The same day. And she posted this the same day. So the article, I think what happens is she posted the first video in the morning. The article comes out and she posts this the same day. Well, guys, I think a couple people made posts kind of making fun of Sienna, and an influencer who was featured on the top 3, this girl named Nicki Minaj, who has 323,000 followers, 300,000 followers more than her. She posted this video.
Okay.
Micro-influencers do not get enough recognition. I just wanted to bring this important issue to everyone's attention because we haven't been appreciating micro-influencers enough. The impact they make on society is so huge. It's a big responsibility being an influencer, and we deserve more appreciation for it. It's sad that so many people disregard what it takes to be an influencer and the grit and work ethic you need to wake up every day and open up TikTok and click post and scroll for inspiration. It's a lot. And there should be a National Influencer Appreciation Day. Whether you have 20 followers or 500, you deserve to be treated like the celebrity you are. This is me raising awareness for a very important subject, and I hope this reaches the right people.
Okay, so I actually did see this video on my algorithm.
Wow.
And
Okay,
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, now you know the thing.
Finally, at the end, we get something that made it to your algorithm.
So clearly she was joking.
Yeah.
She was joking. And I'll say this. Nicki Minaj, 300,000 followers more. She got her full name on there. She got her Gmail on her bio. She has her Shopify thing. She is not as cute as the other girl, but she has it. She's funny and like,
damn
so
it, Messy Millie back.
I know, but I'm like, you could see the real difference. This girl, she's both taking it seriously and that like she's like whatever, but also she's not taking it so seriously. She's still having fun. So that video goes like a little viral. People are talking about it.
It went on my algorithm.
It popped up on your algorithm. Then Nicki posted this.
Oh my God, let me see.
Y'all are about to get me sent to the dean again. Yesterday, I made a video saying that micro-influencers should get more appreciation. And I guess I pissed off the girl that made the original video. I get like 2 long-ass paragraphs from her just being like, you might have more followers than me, but I have more school connections, so watch out, like I can really screw you over. And then her mom starts commenting on all my videos and like school posts made about me. And she's like, you guys really support this girl? It's not that serious. Oh my God, I wasn't personally attacking you. I didn't even tag you in the damn video. I didn't want to give you clout. I was just hopping on a trend like all of these people. Mind you, I had like 10 people tell me that this girl was making fun of me on her live, and she had me blocked like 2 weeks ago. She only unblocked me after I was like featured in the magazine at my school, and then she like hit me up and was like, oh my God, let's collab, girl. Obviously you won't clout. I'm not gonna blame you for that. Like in the end, it was a very generic video, not referencing your account or your name or even like the school. Like it was so generic. It was like, unless people already saw your video, they wouldn't know the damn reference. Literally hopping on a trend about out of touch people. But yeah, I fear I'm cooked once again.
So the girl gets sent to the dean.
Oh,
this
no.
for that.
I'm gonna go touch grass.
Now you're gonna touch grass?
It's too much. Like, I just feel so bad for the next generation. Like, all of this just makes me realize the original girl's why was not pure intention. She just wants attention.
Yeah. It's attention economy for
it's
sure.
It's his ego.
Well, and I feel very like, it made me feel disappointed in the original girl because after the second video, I was like, you know what? Maybe she's learned her lesson.
Yeah.
She's good. But then it's like, if you have a video that's going bad viral in the way that her video was, people are clowning you online. That's painful. That sucks. I'm not going to sit here and say that if that happened to me, I would have no feelings about it, whatever.
People get clowned all the time.
But you have to just, in this instance, take the L. If she had just left it at her video being like, guys, lesson learned, whatever, it would have just passed. Now, I think it's a little messy for the other girl to make it from a place of like, we are peers and we know each other and we're both influencers at this school. But the original girl just has to take it on the chin.
Yeah, girl, that's what it means to be an influencer. Is that people are going to clown you all the time, especially, again, if you're an influencer without a niche. If you're an influencer just talking about going to class and whatever, like that, people are going to be talking about your personal life. And like the fake like tears and all that stuff, like it's just like, what do you even want? And also, like you were saying with comedians and followers and stuff, like the thing is, like, if you're chasing followers, it's so whatever. With like comedians, I know a ton of comedians who are really funny, who kill it on stage, who don't have 50,000 followers, like who don't have the following, whatever, because their goals are something different. So she responds.
Oh my God.
So let's watch her response and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Oh my God.
One thing, don't send your kids to University
I know, I'm like,
University of Miami.
They're not learning over there.
These girls, these young girls.
Guys, I promise it was never supposed to be that deep. We all know what I'm talking about, and this is my taking accountability video. My head was completely stuck on something that was so stupid. There was no reason at all that I should have been crying over the fact that I wasn't on the front page of a newspaper when they wrote an article about me in the first place. And I want to specify, I am so grateful that I even got that chance, that I was even recognized. But the fact that I was crying that I wasn't on the front page is just so stuck up of me. So I was just completely tone deaf, and that's horrible of me. But that's genuinely not who I am as a person at all. Never once said that my problems are more important than other problems in the world or disregarded any of the problems that are happening in our world. But I'm literally laughing at the fact that I even made a comment about micro-influencers. Like, I've never had that thought in my head. Why did I put it in the video? Another thing is, you guys do have to realize that words hurt, and calling me fat and giving me death threats really did hurt my mental health, but I'm not letting it affect me. I'm trying to move forward, and I'm trying to apologize for how I sounded because it was horrible. Next thing I want to address is that I did not put in for a no contact order, none of that. That was the University of Miami handling this situation. So words hurt. Please stop sending me death threats and calling me fat, because mental health matters, and I struggle with my mental health. It's not something I'm afraid to talk about. There's another newspaper article coming out, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. But anyways, I love you guys. Please understand where I'm coming from, and I'm truly sorry again for being so tone deaf. It is truly not who I am, and I'm sorry.
I'm conflicted.
What do you mean you're conflicted?
This is what happened on the internet. Now I'm like, damn, she took accountability.
No, she didn't. She got roasted. Every video that commented were like, are you seriously crying about this? Are you like, there's a lot of shit going on in the world, girl, and you're commenting about this, blah, 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 blah. And then like, she got clowned, and then especially after that, I feel like it's bullshit of her being like, I don't think like this.
You don't think it's genuine? See, that's the thing about the internet. You can never tell.
I think, so when she did the first correction video, I did feel like that was genuine. I feel like she's young, whatever. She made a dumb video crying online. It was one of those things where it's like, maybe you film this and don't post it. She made the mistake of posting it, whatever. My bigger thing is I'm like, she never should have messed with that other girl that went to the school. And even in this video, when she's like, kind of saying the same thing she said in her first correction, and then also she's like, that's just the university putting in a no contact order. I'm like, okay, but why did you alert your university? You should have just let sleeping dogs lie. You should have let this go. You don't have to like that other girl who made the video. If you see her out at a party, you can be kind of like, that's the girl who made a bitchy video about me. You don't have to like her or whatever. It can change how you interact with her interpersonally. But to send her messages and to go to the school and all that stuff, it's like you're just shooting yourself in the foot in the same way.
Well, also, like, people on the comments of that video were like, did your mom apologize to Nicki? Did your mom, like, whatever, like, you should apologize to this girl. So there's a website called Her Campus, which I guess is like college girl news.
I used to be on that.
You used to be on that? Okay. So the website Her Campus is where college girls can see news articles like Target Stanley Cup release holiday 2025.
Great.
That's one of the articles. Her Campus has reached out to both of the girls. And the first girl, Sienna, said, honestly, I know it sounded super cringe in my original video. It was so embarrassing. I've definitely learned to think before I speak next time. And just to be clear, I never contacted the dean to ask for no contact orders against anyone at the University of Miami. The school decided to step in because it went viral on campus. I really just want this whole thing to go away instead of adding to the drama. It honestly wasn't a big deal to me. I got over it 15 minutes after I posted the original video, and I realized how I sounded. So Pindor is the other girl, and she said she's also ready to move on. In her statement to Her Campus on October 29th, she said, I would just like to say that I hold no animosity towards Sienna and have no grudges against her. And the original video I made wasn't meant to be a personal attack towards her, but rather me humping on a sarcastic trend about how out of touch people can be. I simply saw a lot of similar videos on my FYP and decided to make my own. I told her the same thing literally minutes after the video was posted, so I'm not sure why she chose to escalate it the way she did. That's pretty much all.
I think they're both a little messy, actually, after hearing this. Because
I know, but the second one was funny.
The second girl has it, and she's funnier and she's cooler.
The second one's funnier. I feel like both of them are not acknowledging things. Like, the first girl is trying to be like, I just want to leave the video behind me. That's all good. But it's like, but why was your mom commenting on this girl's videos? You also could tell your university, like, let's just chill out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, you also sent this girl these long messages, like, you need to chill. And then the second girl, I don't buy this whole, I was just hopping on a trend. It's like, you know this girl. She's your peer. You're both in the article. You go to the same school. Like, let's get fucking real here.
All of these people need to get fucking real. But I think from the first video, well, when we were talking about what to cover today, Elise was like, oh, you should look into this girl. And I was going to just do the first video and talk about, like, how it's cringe. She should just take a nap, go outside, and whatever. But I also understand that thing of, like, you're working so hard and you're not getting the results you want. So that was, like, going to be my compassionate go touch grass. But after all this, her involving her mama, like, doing all this to get, like, a post on the fucking school newspaper, and the article is complete bullshit anyway. It's not like they're saying anything. It's just them sucking her ass for, like, 5 paragraphs. Like, I'm just like, I think, like, you need to reassess what your life goals are. That this is so important to you that you got your mom, like, commenting on a 21-year-old girl's thing, and also you're a loser.
I think the mom needs to go touch grass as well. I'm actually going to issue a go touch grass to every single person involved. The second girl only in her responses, not in the original video, but I am like, let's not pretend like you weren't being a little shady here. But the mom and the daughter definitely both need to go touch grass.
Mommy, daughter, go touch grass.
A mommy, daughter, go touch grass.
They gotta go to a picnic.
They go to a picnic. Not a picnic.
I think what I've learned today is that I am touching grass.
Yeah.
You are.
I don't know none of these people.
Yeah, you're touching. You're not touching grass. You're touching sand. You're in Dominican Republic with your friend and her side bitch.
Yeah.
Drinking drinks.
I'm going on tour.
You're going on tour. You're not snitching.
Yeah,
I'm not snitching. I'm not making videos crying online.
And you don't know that you know 10 white people. I mean, really, you're
15.
living the life.
Yeah,
15.
we got up there.
We got up.
I'm not gonna make any videos about variety, not including me as a comic to watch.
Yeah, crying.
Oh, exactly. Imagine if I did that every year.
It doesn't matter, guys. Get off the internet.
Get off the internet.
Get off the internet.
And for the crime, Sienna Long and her mother and even Nicki Pinder for the crime of taking online stuff too seriously, we must ask you all to go touch grass. And that's our show. Glow. Speaking of getting offline, where can people find you online?
Online, I'm on the internet. I'm on TikTok, Glorelys. Instagram, I think that's my name too. And I'm always on Threads.
And you're always on Threads.
You are always on Threads. I actually see that. You're
How do you
threading.
spell your name?
I'm kind of going viral on Threads.
Ooh, someone needs to.
It's just Glorelys. I just be brain dumping on there.
Yeah.
And this comes out Wednesday, so shout out the New York Comedy Fest show.
Oh yeah, come to the show on Sunday.
On Sunday.
It's at Chelsea Music Hall, Morir Soñando.
Ooh, I love Chelsea Music Hall.
That's a great venue.
It's going to be really good.
It's going to be amazing. I'm working on the jokes as we speak.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Right now.
Yeah, so if you're hearing this episode the day it came out or even a couple of days after,
go to
the show is on Sunday.
Yes.
Wonderful. And you can follow me at Pandalise on Instagram, at Elise Navidad on TikTok, and this podcast at Go Touch Grass Pod on everything.
And you can follow me at Millie Tamaris, Millie_Tamaris on Instagram and TikTok, and at Millie Tamaris on Twitter. And until next time,
Go Touch Grass! Wow, we did it!
Go Touch Grass is created and hosted by Elise Morales and Millie Tamaris.
Recording and sound production by My Friend's Basement Studio, and our theme song is by Doug Wydick.
Los Extra Value Meals están de regreso. Ahora te puedes llevar 10 jugosos McNuggets y papitas medianas y una bebida por solo $8 en McDonald's. Solo por tiempo limitado. Precios y participación pueden variar. Los precios pueden ser más altos en Hawaii, Alaska y California y con entrega.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Hey, welcome into Walgreens.
Hi there.
Hey.
All right, hon, I'll grab the gift wrap, cards, and, those stuffed animals the girls want.
Great. And I'll grab the string lights and some... How about I grab some cough drops?
This is not just a quick trip to Walgreens.
I'm fine, honey.
Well, just in case. You know what they say. 'Tis the season.
This is help staying healthy through the holidays. Walgreens.
Hey, neighbor. This holiday season, Birch Lane is here to help you celebrate with friends and family. From guest-ready dining tables to cozy sofas that fit the whole crew, our classic furniture and decor are crafted to last. And with fast, free delivery, you can be ready for holiday hosting in days, not weeks. So you can spend time on what matters most. It's classic style for joyful living. Shop Birch Lane, a Wayfair specialty brand at birchlane.com.